Esmond here for hitthepick.com, hitthepick.com, continuing our tour through the NFL. Right now, we are in the AFC North. Going to talk about the Baltimore Ravens today, and their over-under number is 11.5 on the season. Now, of course, they have to play the Steelers twice, the Browns twice, and the Bengals twice. I'm not really high on any of those teams. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to do much at quarterback for the Steelers. The Browns are a complete dumpster fire. The Bengals defense stinks, and the ownership is cheap, and we still don't know if they're going to sign their best defensive player, Trey Hendrickson. So, yeah, the Bengals are going to score a lot of points, but their defense is probably going to be terrible again. Although they did try to improve it in the offseason. We'll see. Proof will be in the pudding there. Then they draw the AFC South. Texans, they're okay. Colts, bad. They're going to have Danny Dimes or Richardson at quarterback. Blah. The Jaguars, you got to prove it to me. I haven't seen great things out of the Brett girl at quarterback there. Titans, they're a disaster. And then they get the NFC North. Now they draw some tough teams here. The Lions, the Packers, the Vikings, the Bears. But it's the sort of free agent teams that they play that's interesting to me. The Bills, who they open the season playing at Buffalo. They go at the Chiefs a couple weeks later. And they have the Rams coming to town, a Rams team that I think is going to be very dangerous, but the Rams are built for a dome. Fortunately for them, this game is not late in the season for the Rams. It's October 12th. I have the Ravens winning that game, but, you never know. It could go either way there. So they're going to sweep the Steelers. They're going to sweep the Browns. They're going to at least split with the Bengals. I think they lose to the Ravens because that's opening night in Buffalo, although that game could go either way. Lions play at Ravens. I think they're going to lose that game. If they'll lose at the Chiefs. And then Bears, they'll win at home. They'll beat the Dolphins on the road. I think the Vikings clip them in Minnesota. Now, keep in mind, favorites in the NFL only win about 66, 67% of the time. That means they lose a third of the time. So even if they're favored in all of these games, they have to lose a couple games that they're favored in at least. So I'm going to let the Vikings clip them there. Then they're at the Browns, win. They get the Jets, they win. They win when the Bengals come to the Ravens. They win when the Steelers come to the Ravens. But look what happens at the end of the season, their last 4 weeks. At Bengals. Then they get the Patriots at home. That's a win there. But then they go to the Packers and to the Steelers. I have them losing 3 out of the last 4 games. I think the Steelers clip them in the Steel City. They do play tough against each other. I think I said earlier they're going to sweep the Steelers. I take that back. I think the Steelers are going to win that last game of the season. They're going to lose at the Packers. And so they may lose 3 out of their last 4 because I also have them losing at the Bengals. So they get a split with the Bengals. They beat the Browns twice. They get a split with the Steelers. I end up coming up with 11 wins, which is just a hair under 11.5 wins for the Ravens. So we are going to be under 11.5 for the Baltimore Ravens on the season. I'm Loud Esmond for hitthepick.com.